Hello, so my name is Grant. This is Endorphin Empire, and today I'm taking you on a little Ingleby incline loop. Let's go. Hello again everyone, and I'm just here at Claybank Car Park, which is the access route for this loop I'm going to be running today. What a day for it though. It is perfect conditions. Visibility is just about as high as it could possibly be. You can see until the horizon. Just over my shoulder, maybe a little bit this way, you've got Rosebery Topping in the background, you've got Captain's Cook's Monument, and we're stuck almost at the base of the Three Sisters as well. So if you were to go over them, you get to Lordstones. But nestled between all of those, if you ever drive over the Tees Barrage southbound on a day like today, not Tees Barrage, A19 flyover, if you ever go over the A19 flyover southbound, you will see Rosebery Topping on your left. Across from there, the next hill you see is Captain's Cook's. Then you've got Three Sisters, the hills on the right hand side of you. But in the middle, it looks like there's a bit of a horseshoe shape. And in the middle of that horseshoe shape, there's a gash or a cut up the face of one of the hills. And that is Ingleby Incline. Quite a notorious hill, particularly for runners. It's a bit of a battle getting up there, but it's a good battle. And there is a 12k loop you can run, which I'm going to show you today. So far in my battle against this hill, I am 3-1 down in terms of making it to the top without running. I've managed it once. I won't make it today, I'm almost certain, because I'm not very fit at the moment. If you've seen my Strava, you'll know that. I've not really trained over summer too much. But with these loops, I was never able to access them. I didn't even know about them until very recently. So it's all about getting out here and going. And a lot of the time, I just stole people's ideas from Strava. So if you want any further details today, go ahead and click on the link in the description below. That will take you to the Strava activity, and you can save the data. And if you enjoyed today's video, please remember like, comment, share, subscribe. That obviously means a bunch to me as well. I'd appreciate it. In terms of getting here, I'd just park at Claybank Car Park. As you can see, it's very, very empty. It's desolate in here, so you'll be fine. They are going to start doing pay when you arrive, but that's not the case at the moment. You can just drive here. There's no toilets. But yeah, let's just quickly get into the start of the route. I'm just going to show you how to leave the car park, where to go. And following that, I'll talk to you en route, do a few time lapses, and yeah, let's do a course overview as well. I think I'll chuck one of those in the middle as well. So yeah, let's get going now. Now, a little course overview. So once you come out of the car park, it is a sharp downhill. I'd recommend wearing your trails. You can get away over edges if you're trying to go quick, but just that extra support for the trails is a good idea. The route actually over towards the incline itself is quite undulating, so it's going to get you warmed up. It's about 5k to the bottom. The incline's obviously steep, you can see the elevation in the top left, and then from there it's a bit of an undulating but generally downhill route back down to the car park. So yeah, decent little run. In order to start this run, you are going to want to leave through the car park entrance, and as you leave, you're going to start the run quite nicely. You're going to take an immediate left. Ambulance isn't for me. And it's straight downhill. It's one of those really steep downhills you can't really enjoy, because it's so steep, basically. But as we go down here, I'll quickly time lapse it now. There is a gate onto a trail on the right hand side. Don't keep running downhill, which is tempting. You are going to have to take that entrance. But yeah, let's get down there now, and I'll get to the start of the trail. So yeah, an important thing to note, you are taking this first right-hand bend. So make sure as you come down that hill off the start, you take this first right onto a trail, and up there you go. So hi everyone, here we are at the base of Ingleby Incline. So just behind the sign, if we just move over here, you can start to see is up there is where we're going. Now it doesn't look all that daunting from here. I always thought, the first time I was here, the naivety within me thought, nah, that's fine, looks like flat actually. And it does, and it doesn't look like it picks up till halfway in. But there is a gate halfway up. If you can make it to that gate without walking the first time you come here, be my guest. I wish I wasn't giving this advice to people, because lots of you will do this very easily now. But I think I set off running up here at about, if you're talking in 5k paces or kilometre pace, about 10 minutes per kilometre is what pace I'd set off at. So about 50 minute 5k pace. And it's very easy. You could do that anytime, any day. You could wake up hungover and do that. But yeah, come and try it here. See how we get on. But I'm going to head up here now. I'm going to give you a bit of a history lesson as we start, so what this even is here for, because it's not a natural feature obviously, it is just a very straight path in the middle of a hill. So I'm going to tell you about that, how it helped the development of Teesside, and then as I'm suffering up here, maybe I'll do a time lapse for a bit, I don't know, but I'm definitely going to be out of breath, so we'll see what we'll do. Let's go! Right, so off we go, we're on our way up. Now, before we do get into our history lesson, I'm just going to let you know, from Claybank car park to here, you should be quite warmed up, because it is about 4.8k, just under 5k, a smidgen. So, yeah, it is a nice warm up, and it is a bit undulating, as you've seen from the course profile I did in the beginning. Now, the reason this is here, so these hills, Cleveland Hills in this area, in right early, I think, 1900s, maybe a little bit before then, late 1800s, they found ironstone in these hills. Now that ironstone, fortunately, could be used to make steel. Now, up in Durham, they had the Durham coalfields, so Durham coalfields, the River Tees, and the ironstone in the Cleveland Hills, all of that could come together to help Middlesbrough sell steel around the world. So things like the Tyne Bridge in Newcastle, Sydney Harbour Bridge, they were made by steel here. I'm already tired. Now, initially in the early 1800s, Middlesbrough was just a farm. There were 25 people here. Now, with the discovery of ironstone, they were able to expand, and people were drawn to the profit that was ready to be made. But this incline in particular used to haul, I can't remember what it is, probably ironstone, up and down this hill. At the top of the hill, I'll show you when we get up there, but there used to be a little housing or workers' settlement, which isn't there anymore, but there's a few remnants. But as you can see, I'm already quite tired. We're about 200 metres in. We've climbed quite a bit already. Look over me. Yeah, I'm gonna just try and make it to the gate today and walk the rest. So I'll leave you with a time up to the gate. If you look to the right as I'm going up, we'll get past the trees and it's a lovely view. I'll see you in a bit. So I've made it to the gate. It's probably just over halfway up, but not much further than that. So it seems like you're quite high up by the time you get here. And look at these views, honestly man, like Teesside looks stunning. You can see all the way to like Stockton and Redcote, it's fantastic. I love it. Makes you appreciate Teesside. Like, and it's dead, this route, no one ever comes here. Like, well, seldom. Like, I've seen 3 people. It doesn't get better than this really, does it? Now after the gate, be prepared. If you've made it there, well done. Now after that, if I was running it today, which I'm not going to run anymore, I'm just going to walk the rest. If I was coming now, I would take as far to the right or left as you can. Try to stay onto the grass because that's the grippiest part. The gravel in the middle is pretty treacherous. It just gets steeper and steeper as well. So it is hard work. When you get to the top, just to make sure you get the segment effort, especially on Strava, just keep running for quite a while. Because I don't know where the end actually is, the segment on Strava, but I would run past like the benches where the little monument is to the people who used to live here, and then just to be sure, because you don't want to split up here and then realise you've not gone far enough. So yeah, bear that in mind. But I'll time lapse the rest of my not even going to walk, my plod to the top. Have another chat up there. No, I'll just time lapse down to the finish line again. Finish line, the car park. Now let's go. Now coming up there is tough, that latter part, and your heart rate's like mine's still in the 140s, which is well into my zone 2 sort of area, so even though I'm walking, it's good cardio, and I always think your heart doesn't have a clue what pace you're running at usually, so whatever. So all it knows is it's doing cardio, doesn't it? So a 145 heart rate, walking up a hill, it's good run training really. But no, we're at the top, and you look around, you can start to see some of the remnants that have been left behind, some of the little memorials to the area, lots of the stonework and bits like that were obviously left behind when, I don't know if they destroyed these buildings, just knocked them down, or if they just left them for time and weather to take their toll, but you can start to see some bits now. So now we are over the top and heading back to the car. In total the loop's about 12k, so when you're at the top of the incline, you're about halfway or so. Those two runners, they're another YouTube channel. They did an event over the summer up here, like a little race up the incline. And there's often people up here doing bits and pieces. So if you ever look online or speak to your friends, I'm sure some of them have done it before. Now, to get back, you just follow the path, but then you always want to keep turning right. So take the first right to the top of the incline. It's like a main road path sort of thing. And very quickly there's another right. You're essentially following the horseshoe back on yourself. So right on the top of the hills we saw earlier in the video. Now, I'd recommend, if it's your first time, bringing a friend or someone you know, just because if you get lost up here, as you've seen, there's not many people about for help, or if you twist an ankle. Now, I'm old enough, ugly enough and dumb enough to ignore my own advice, but it's just something I feel I should say, because it is a bit wonky underfoot and you never know who you encounter. But so far so good. It is a bit of eventually a technical descent back down to the main road, so just bear that in mind. Can get slippery on the steps, but I'm just going to now time lapse the rest of the run, because I think I've spoken a lot today and I want you to enjoy the views and less of my ugly mug and my voice. So I'll leave you with the time lapse now until I get to the car park. Enjoy it like I am. We're about 10k or so into the run. Sun's setting nicely. You can see Three Sisters just there. Roseberry toppings just in the distance behind me there. Apologies for not using the other camera. It's died unfortunately en route. It is a bit of a long run and I didn't really know the battery life for it, but there we are. We're near, so the only bit you've missed is the descent really. It's quite technical, there's a few steps, but it's fine. Once I get back to the car park, I'll do a bit of a goodbye, but for now I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my run. And fingers crossed I don't fall. But yeah, I'll see you at the finish. Honestly, if you're ever struggling for running motivation, come out here if you can, or get on the trails if possible. And it's just so stunning on a day like this. Look at, I can't believe I'm the only person here. You've got Three Sisters behind me just there, so just over there's Lordstones behind those three hills in the sunset. So down this path here is the way to the car park. And then it's great over there, the other side of me. You've just got Roseberry Topping just here, that I'm pointing at. And then just to this side, you've got Captain's Cook sort of hill. But yeah, motivation. I've stopped 100 times, I'm just enjoying it. It's still good training, but it's just a nice way to enjoy a run again. And sometimes we go through lulls and peaks and troughs, and this is a good way to get out on those troughs. So yeah, oh yeah, it's fantastic. Back at Claybank car park now. So when you get down to the bottom of the stairs, just take a quick right and follow the road maybe for 200 metres, and then you'll see the car park just past a few laybys and you're done. But yeah, what a route, what a day for it. No wind, it's quite warm, 14 degrees or something. Obviously days like this it's better when it's sunny, but you're not always going to get those conditions. But regardless, it's a fantastic running route and one I recommend giving a go. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, as always, please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. I haven't done many of these videos, so I'm a bit clueless as to how this has gone, but fingers crossed it was okay and you enjoyed it. Usually I'm more of a park run connoisseur, but yeah, for today, enjoy. And if I do any more of these, I'll see you next time. But regardless, I'll definitely be making more running related content in the near future. So yeah, ciao.